Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we are of course returning to the fan home Optimus Prime figure. We can see we've got most of his torso built there. We're up to stage 56. Before we start the build, we're going to have a quick look at the magazine, and the magazine is brilliant because it just covers all areas of Transformers. And what I mean by that is you'll see the diversification in this magazine. We've got some movie trivia there at the front. We've then got rescue bots for the next couple of pages, and then we dive right back again to Generation 1 with a Cliff Jumper fact file, and then we move on to the Japanese Beast Wars 2 Destrons, which is of course Decepticons, and it's going to showcase some toys of the time, including God Neptune down there. And then we move on to the actual build. Now it looks like we're putting in a switch with a few more electrical parts, and it looks like it's a relatively small stage. For those of you new to these videos, all the stuff that's in full colour is what we've built already, and of course the lighter blue is yet to be built. So there we go, this is stage 56. Let's get the parts out of the box and get started. So I've emptied out the contents of the bag. I've no idea why I said box, and what we're going to do is we're going to build the battery cover first and foremost. Now what we've got here is, of course, you can see where the cables are coming out of the top. Now in this picture it's saying that we need to put this cover. Now you can see this can confuse you because it can go either way, but according to the picture and according to the orientation, what you need is this little lip at the bottom where you can see them cables coming through, and we're just going to secure this with two of these tiny screws. So I'm going to do that right now. So that's secured them to there. Now moving on to the next stage, what we're going to do, we're going to attach this switch to the top of this as well, again using AP screws. Now the P stands for plastic, and the reason for that is because we are screwing into plastic. So again, it's these tiny little screws. What I'll do is just show you where they're going, and then to save you having the monotony of watching me screw two screws in, I'm gonna, in fact I'll carry on actually because it's super fast. Obviously take extra caution when you're screwing these in, because the last thing you want to do is damage the circuit board. You can also see that we have a cable sticking out as well, and what it's telling us to do is we need to attach this particular cable into the empty socket on this side, which says C. So what we're going to do is exactly that. I'm going to make sure that I line this up properly. There is the C into the, have I put it in upside down? Oh no, it's gone in. That's gone in okay. I always get paranoid with things like this because they do need that little bit of an extra push. Right, there's that. We're going to adjust the camera now, and we're going to attach this into the back. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've very carefully just balanced the torso on its side to show you what we're going to do next. And I've just took this bit off again so you can see what I'm about to do. So this is the circuit box that we've just built, and what we've got here, if you look down there, you can see that there is a screw hole at the bottom, and that is why we needed to have the screw hole there at the bottom. So we're going to line this up, but before we do so, remember this cable that was coming out of the back right there, we're going to feed it through here like so, push it through, bring it out, and then what we're going to do, and I might have to go off camera to do this because it might be really awkward, hopefully not, is of course line up. It says B there, and it also says B on the back of here. So I'm going to have a quick go, but I think I might have to reach around the camera or stand up and find an easier way of doing it. That's the wrong way for a start. So let me, in fact, no, let me get this attached and I'll show you what we're doing straight after. So there you go, you can see we've got them attached, and then as I say, if I bring this down, line this up inside, I'm going to secure, but only ever so slightly. And the reason being, and it's pretty obvious as soon as I say so, we haven't put the batteries in yet. So I'm going to be securing it into place, going down there, through there, onto the hole, which you can just about make out the bottom. I'm going to put in a very, well, I'm going to put the screw in, but I'm only going to put it in very, very loosely. I'll get that done for you now as well. So we've got that in and secured. Now we've got the cap, which again is just going to fit over the top of this here. So if I get this lined up, you can see that that's lined up with there, and now I can reattach this that in all honesty I knocked off by accident anyway. So let's just line them up. It might have actually helped me, to be honest. Right, moving on to the next part, which is nothing to do with the torso. What we've got here, you can see we've got the back of, I'm not sure even what this is going to be. Looks like it's going to be, I'm trying to work it out. But anyway, that is this picture here. We also have this, and it's asking us to line this up exactly like this. Again, the best thing about these is a lot of them fit together like jigsaw pieces, and now it's asking us to put this in just to cover up the detail, so it covers up there the fact that we've attached that over, and that should be nice and flush. And then that at the moment completes stage 56. On to the next one.